Vahid mentioned to you, and he gave his word to you, that he's going to talk about the patterns. We have a different patterns in Iran. So, if we talk about 200 years ago, they have a different patterns. 500 years ago, different patterns. 800 years ago, different patterns. But they all have some relation and connection to with each other. So that's why we can say that, okay, this is completely different patterns, so this one or this is one, you know. Different designer, different architect, they had a different taste for drawing their lines. In Esfahan, we have Esfahan code that, as I mentioned, nowadays artists, they believe that these are most beautiful, sophisticated patterns that we have in our history. This one we call it Tree of Lives. We have a different type of these patterns in Iran, which scientists believe here this is the place that you're born, then you become mature, and then you come back to your God. So that's why we have a tree of life. For example, when we go to the Shiraz, the tree of a life pattern is completely different, but they are saying the same things to you. But because I mentioned to you that first we had a fire temple 1300 years ago, and then with Arab invasion they changed those to a mosque, so we must have some patterns before Islamic invasions, for Arab invasions. So definitely you have seen this pattern. Team just bought a t-shirt with these patterns. And it is a Zoroastrian symbol. So if you see one guy, for example, he has a necklace with that symbol, probably he's Zoroastrian. But Iranian nowadays, they love. And they love these patterns, even if they are not Zoroastrians. Because, you know, all in all, maybe in Iran we have 20,000 Zoroastrians. And in the world we have only 30,000 Zoroastrians. But they are very wealthy. A part of that, so look at this one. See, this is a human with the wings of eagle, right? So this is the human, and these are wings of the eagles. So after Arab invasion, they Islamized it because they couldn't have any more those, and they wanted also to ask the people to come to see these similarities. So why not? This is also a kind of Zoroastrian. Why not? We go and we pray it, right? So again, so here we have wings of eagles and the body of the persons. These are a square or 7-color glazed tiles. You can see that the shape is like a square and it's easy like to put it or to stick it to the walls. But look at these ones. They are not easy. We call them mu'arrak. Mu'arrak is like the puzzle, like you are setting the puzzle next to each other. So they have all the different shapes, and it takes much more to build these ones or to work these ones than this one. As you can see, they are more beautiful. Also, they have a better. 3 times they cook it in the oven with a different temperature. So after 500 years, we are here and they are still looks very well preserved and well kept. But look at these beautifuls. We are call it medallion, or in Persian we call it toranj. Even this one and this one, it has a kind of like have a core. And you can see that some branch leaves these medallions, it go, move around, and then finally it comes back again. What it means? It means that we are those branches, and this is our core, that it can be a god. Right? So we go, we live around, we have in our life, we get different experiences, and then finally we come back again to the God. So whatever you do, it's like a karma, it comes back to you. So it is a symbol of a God. Or it can, even this one, it can be a symbol of bowl of divine love, your divine God. And here, or even it can be no ark. No ark. And here it's like a pure love, a pure God. That in front of the mullah, which they wanted to pray here. Here we have 2 small inscriptions. It's the name of the person who designed here. you can see Ustad Muhammad Reza Banai Esfahani, and here it says that this is the building, this is the mosque that I designed for my God, but is nothing comparison to God that he did to us. This is very Esfahanian things. You can see normally their names in their buildings, but you never see these things in Shiraz. Because Shirazian people, they are more humble. But anyway, also you can see even in the Persian carpets, you can see borders that, for example, probably after the lunch, we go for a demonstration of the carpet. The guide talks about what are even those borders means. In even that, like now we have in the palaces, we have in mosques and the different places. Turn around, you can see beautiful arts. In this mosque, no one asked me why we don't have water. Because the water is a very holy element in Islam and is a symbol of a purity. So why we don't have here? So here we don't have any maybe pond or those things, but we have something that is representative of water. These are spiral pillars, which is a symbol of, even look at the color, it is like watercolors. This is blue like, seas or those things. And the concept of this mosque was light. So when you enter, you pass a very dark corridors, and then you enter to a very bright place. Again, it means that you left your dirty world and you enter to a bright place, to a new world, which you can be closer to your God. And also another thing, all those Quranic verses that are talking about light, moon, sun, everything that related, that it has a relation to suns, light, moons, or to the lights, And also we have a beautiful double layer windows all around of domes in the cupola, that it doesn't let direct sunshine comes in. Only brightness of that comes in. So this is another beauty of this mosque that we have here in Sheikh Lotfallah mosque. Probably this one, as we also said, probably only here it was for the ladies or royal family of the king.
That's interesting. The ladies or the royal family of the king. Because usually ladies are not regarded highly.
Oh, that's right. And also it's maybe these are stalactites. In Persian, we have a word for these structures. We call it mokarnas or mokarnas. It's like a stalactite or it's like honeycombs. These are very Islamic things, very Islamic and Iranian things. That Iranian, they are really also expert in it. But you can see only in Iran. When you go and travel another Islamic countries, you may see these things.
Just remember we saw it in Qom, in the second courtyard, but it wasn't decorated, it was just plain. Yeah.
Also, we have exactly these patterns that we have on ceilings in a Persian carpet. Again, see, we have a one core in the middle, and the pupils, see, so it can be those round shapes. It is like a representing of the pupils. See, that there are, some of them they are very close to the God, some of them they are far from the God. Some of them they are in the border, some of them they are next to the God. And peacock is a symbol of a paradise. Especially in Islamic thoughts.